Good morning. It is, what day is it? Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday, my dude. And we've just arrived, so we had a nice, nasty gym session this morning. Now that that's done, we are out exploring. So we're gonna ATV it up around to some few spots, and then we're gonna get some souvlaki. Oh, can't wait. But we're actually at an old town. Do you wanna walk up this way? Yeah. We're at an old town called Pyrgos. I think I said that properly.
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. So we've just parked, and now we're just gonna walk around and explore. And if we see any nice food here, might stop by,
check it out.
Have a little bite. And
I'm feeling hungry for that nasty session.
Yeah, same. I'm feeling like my legs are depleted. So a couple of destinations today, and then we're going to drop the ATV backs. Well, they come and pick it up, but we're giving it back at 4 p.m. We're just going to chill for the afternoon, our last full day in Santorini.
And I think 2 full days in Santorini is enough.
For sure.
It's not really a big island.
No.
We pretty much rode around the whole entire island yesterday.
Yep.
On the ATV.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a beautiful scenery, this place. But you really need something to get you around, like the ATV.
Yeah.
And it gives you that freedom.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can hire cars here, but I think cars, you're a bit more restricted.
Yeah.
A lot of people say ATV is dangerous. I would say if you're not good at like those things where you require hand-eye coordination, like even riding a bike, if you're not good at that, you're not going to be good at ATV.
For sure.
But if you know how to ride a bike and you know how to ride it sensibly, it's kind of like riding a bike. You've got handles here.
Yeah.
You just got an accelerator.
Yep.
That's it. Just don't do stupid shit on it.
Yeah, so it just depends on the person, really.
Exactly.
But if you know what you're doing, then you'll be fine. ATV it up.
So fun.
It's the only way to go about it. But let's explore. I already see some little kitties.
Yeah. Look at them.
Oh. Hello. Hi. Hi. There's some cats that hang out near restaurants. They know what they're doing. They'll look at you with little loving eyes. And pretty much,
They want food.
yeah, they're just gonna be asking for food. Oh, this is like a little maze.
Yeah. Very Matera vibes.
Yeah.
Mythos right here is where everyone comes to eat after exploring. So we're here, and what I'm surprised about, the dishes have not increased the price over the last few years. So all dishes are reasonably priced, about €10 for a plate of food. And we've ordered 3 plates. And first up is the sausage and just some chips. Let's try chips first. Like hanging by a thread. That's mustard on there. Good old mustard. Not bad, just some honest chips. Try out the sausage. Look at that. Love good sausage. Very smoky and fatty flavour. It's nice and salty. Yeah, just a nice honest meal. Great. So we've got the pork gyros, and also the moussaka. The moussaka looks slightly burnt, but I'm sure underneath it is going to be some yummy goodness. Alright, let's go for the gyros. I'm going to make a little wrap out of this. So we're going to add some tzatziki, add some fresh tomato, onion, and of course some meat, which I've been missing since staying in Italy. Alright, fold it up. Let's go.
Chicken with fried good. Thank you very much.
That's delicious. I think because the onions and tomato are so fresh, and the way to do the tzatziki is also probably a homemade one, so the flavors really pop, and obviously the pork, delicious. Usual pork gyros. Great meal so far. I think moussaka has to be one of my favorite Greek foods, so I'm gonna stab into this. Whoa, that looks moist and hot. Oh, the eggplant on there. I love moussaka. Doesn't matter in what shape or quality or form it comes in. I don't think this is fresh. As you can see, they have a whole tray of foods that have been pre-made, and they just probably keep it warm. But still very delicious. It has that traditional moussaka taste, that nice cheesy, tomatoey, beefy kind of taste with the eggplant. Really good. I'll say for this price range and the quantity of food, you can't go wrong. And in Santorini, where everything's expensive, yeah, this is a great feed. I've seen a 15 euro scoop of ice cream, so nothing can top that off in terms of price, but this is a bargain, I would say.
Right, that was a steep ride down, so we're at the parking spot that's kind of near the red beach, and lucky we got the ATV because it's really bumpy, it goes a bit off-road, and then it's just like this coming down. Yeah. So like just the thought of having to go back up makes me want to shit my pants, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. It looks like a million other people have done this before. So we're just going to check out the red beach now and the surrounding areas. It's kind of still raining a little bit though, which sucks, but I think it's going to clear towards the end of the day, which is good. We have arrived at our final ATV destination before we have to give it back away. That's okay. It's called Skaros Rock. So you just park in the little town and then you can actually walk out to the rock. So I think they said it's going to take about 15 minutes usually. So we're just going to walk out there, see what it's all about and head back. apparently this rock is the remnants of a castle that was actually built here in the 13th century. Just to give you an idea, that's like the 1200s. So it's weird because there's like remnants of the castle still standing. There was this one part right at the start where it's this kind of archway, and you can go in and you can see a doorway that goes even deeper. So there's probably still unexplored parts underneath this heap of rock. I don't know when it exploded or when it disintegrated, but it's pretty cool to see the rocks and how they're all kind of formed. Look at this, this is all remnants of the buildings. So that one's still kind of standing over there. And you can just see there's a whole bunch of rocks that they've just kind of cemented together. There's no uniform shape or anything. It's just rocks to make a bigger structure, which is really cool. This, it's almost like this was like a light tower or something like that, but look at that, there's a church down there, so you can go all the way down.
What a big place this is.
How sick is this? Are you ready now? Oh, yuck! Yuck! That was a lot.
Yeah, I need to finish it.
What were you thinking? To quickly drink that. Drink it, quick, quick, quick.
Oh, that's yum.
Yeah. Is that yum?
Oh.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh.
Yuck. Multitasking.
Alright, try your gyros.
Alright, going in. It's hot and fresh. Let's give it a go.
Yum?
That's yum.
Damn, I think yours is actually better than mine.
That's yum. That's very yum. Juicy.
So you can definitely eat cheap in Santorini if you go for the doner kebabs and the gyroses. So this whole entire meal, this and a wine is only 16 euros.
Yeah.
Which is, if you're living in the poorer countries like Australia, that's $25. That's pretty decent. And in a world amongst 15 euro one scoop gelatos, this is a bargain. Okay, I'm gonna go for my special lamb souvlaki gyros kebab. It's actually a doner kebab apparently. They put a good amount of sauce on that. It's nice and salty. Can't go wrong with 7 euros.
Yum.
So this is an extra large version.
It's good?
Yeah.
Try the wine.
Wash it down with the wine. Wine's actually not bad. Not a wine connoisseur. I just taste it, and if it is bearable, better than the Ozu,
Oh,
it's good.
good morning, or almost afternoon actually. It's checkout day at Santorini. Pretty nice looking day, which is good. So no battling the wind and rain like yesterday. But we're going to check out and leave our bags here because our ferry to Crete is not until like 4 p.m. And then we'll arrive, it's about 2 hours, arrive at like 6 p.m. in Crete. So we won't have a full day there, but we're actually got the next 6 nights in Crete. So we're actually staying at each of the parts. So Heraklion first, then Rethymno, and then Chania. So I'm really excited. Got quite a few Cretan, I don't know how to say that properly, foods that I want to try while we're there. So looking at some spots, and hopefully we get to try all of them before heading off to the next islands. Before we leave today, definitely want to get another portion. The gyros, the gyros here is actually quite yum. Well, what we've had so far. Pretty delicious and big portions. Maybe that's just at the places that we've been going to. Anyway, we're gonna finish packing up and checking out, and off we go to our next destination. So you can ride the donkey down. I think it's €10. You're pretty much going to be watching your step the whole way though, because there's lots of piss and shit everywhere. Donkey, big babies, but they're big baby sweeties. Just don't walk too close to behind them. Yeah, for the landmines. Here they come. Look at him. Oh, look at him go.
That's friend.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
He's shitting his pants.
So guys, this is just another reminder why you shouldn't wear outside shoes inside, because literally this might just look like hay, but it's actually donkey poop.
You almost don't have a choice, you know?
So point proven. It's been 15 days and we're still going down the steps, hoping one day we can reach the water. I think if you're going really slow down the walkway, probably take you around 20-25 minutes, like dodging the donkeys and stopping for photos and stuff like that. So it's not like a huge one, but yeah, at least going up, of course, is going to be more challenging, but the steps are steady and they're not like the really short narrow steps. I find that they're hardest when you're climbing up a mountain. So we'll see. Lang's going to time himself going up without stopping. But look at that water.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
So clear.
So clear. Let's see. You can get gyros plate, €14. I mean, it's not too dissimilar from the prices up top, to be honest. So if you need a little quick pit stop, you're feeling a bit hungry, you can definitely come down here. There's plenty of restaurants and it's not that different to up top. Fucking red face. So I just finished walking up. Lang did it in how long?
13 minutes and 40 seconds.
13 minutes and 40 seconds non-stop, whereas I took a lot of breaks because I was fucking hot and dying. So I took about 23 minutes, just over 23 minutes.
I reckon you can run up there in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's an easy climb. It's just hard when it's like hot. Very hot today, very still, so you don't have much airflow. But pretty good. I think the most nerve-wracking part is walking behind all the donkeys, because they're like, all their backsides are like literally
and
there.
Not much space between you.
Yeah, you have to walk close behind them, and I'm always terrified to be behind a horse or a donkey, so just watch out for that if you're a little bit skittish. But yeah, we're gonna go get some food because I think we've definitely worked up an appetite now. Same gyros place as yesterday, so let's go and get some food. Then the coach people are going to come pick us up at 3:30, take us to the ferry, and we're off on our new adventure. Wow, this is rose flavoured gelato. Oh, tastes like Fira. Yum.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see what it says. Let's see what date it is. So the port situation is a bit of a hot mess. There's like multiple ships coming, but there's no like signs or whatever to say when to board or who's boarding what. I guess that's us. So the key is to ask others. Follow the crowd. Yeah, it's still a bit of a hot mess. Everyone's pushing and trying to shove when we're all going to the same place. And plus, everyone's got so much luggage. The trick is to pack light so you don't have to do this. Successfully on the ship, and we're actually moving already, which is pretty cool. Look how fast we're going. So the seating sitch is kind of confusing. The reason being, so like one side there's A, the other opposite side is B, and in the middle is M, or I guess middle. So I'm not too sure. We've just stripped our bags. I didn't want to leave it downstairs with everyone else's shit because it's kind of like there's no order. You just kind of put it in the luggage compartments and then leave it, which I'm not too comfortable doing. So we've just left our stuff in our seats where we can see them. But super smooth. I actually can't even feel that we're moving. But yeah, super chaotic coming on. Like there's no lines. There's no real specific instructions as to where to go, where your seating is. So just so you're aware, this is still, I mean, it's been maybe like 10-15 minutes and this is still the chaos.